This was one of the first culture shocks we realised when we moved from the UK to Australia. Check this out. Right, look at this. What do you notice about all of these cars, right? In Australia, you have to park your car facing your direction of travel. And the biggest thing is people stick to the rules here. Like in the UK, you can park wherever you want. No one cares. And it just looks untidy. But in Australia, look at all these cars facing the right way, because if you do park, which we haven't seen anybody do yet, if you do park facing the wrong direction, you get a hefty fine, which is why everybody sticks to the rules. Look, for as far as you can see, cars parking all in one direction. This is one of the biggest culture shocks we've had since we moved from the UK to Australia. Peace and letter, people.
So, as a British person that's moved to Australia like 3 months ago, I feel like there's a lot of things I wish I knew before coming, and a lot of things I'm just like so shook about, like blows my mind. So I'm gonna run you through some. So number 1, kebab shops aren't a thing over here. So 2 a.m, night comes to an end, I'm getting a pie. Pie shops are the thing over here, not a kebab. And I'm not being funny, at 2 a.m, I don't want a steak and kidney pie. I just want a kebab meat and chips. But that's not a thing over here. I've seen one kebab shop and that was in Cairns. But apart from that, everything's been pies. They love a pie over here and I don't understand it. I don't get it. Number 2, bottle shops are a big thing over here. Like you can't go into Tesco, well, there's not Tesco, it's Woolies, Woolworths, and get a bottle of wine. Like that's not a thing. It's all like BWS or Liquorland, separate stores, and they all shut at 10. Like, I'm sorry, if you want alcohol at like 11 p.m, I'm sorry maybe you just ain't getting it. It's ridiculous. I'm British, I'm used to getting my alcohol whenever I want. The other day it was 10:15 and I'm running down the street before it shuts. It's not normal, it's ridiculous. I've never heard anything like it. Also, clubs, why are they shutting at 2 a.m? They are literally shutting at 2 a.m. and they, like, people start really early. So like when I first arrived, people are going out at 9 p.m. and I'm thinking, what are you doing? Like, I'm still recovering from my afternoon nap. Like, what? Why is everyone out? Blows my mind. I don't get it. I don't get it. And also, before I came here, I thought Australian guys were beautiful. I just picture like a typical surf guy, you know, long blonde hair. Oh, you know, those type guys. Tell me why everyone's got a mullet. Every Australian has got a mullet and a moustache. And I'm sorry, it's not a vibe. The Australian guys here are just not what you picture them to be. I'm shocked. Shook.
Okay, this is part 2 of culture differences from moving from the UK to Australia. Number 1. Halloween definitely isn't as much of a thing here. You don't really see people trick-or-treating, there's not really much Halloween parties. It's definitely a way bigger thing back in the UK. Okay, number 2, Australia loves a public holiday. They literally have public holidays for everything. Horse racing, football finals, you name it, there's a public holiday for it. Massive win for Australia. Another key difference is there's a lot of different words for things compared to the UK. A pepper is a capsicum, an aubergine is an eggplant, a duvet is a doona, sweets are lollies, mackies is maccas, and this one gets me every single time. Flip-flops are thongs. Thongs. Okay, another good one. Meal deals don't really exist here. Back home, you'd pay, say, £3 and you'd get a sandwich, drink, crisps. Not a thing here. And that reminds me, crisps are chips. Chips are hot chips. And then finally, and this is a very big culture difference, Australians very much work to live. Whereas in the UK, people live to work. The minimum wage is way better here. People are generally less overworked. And all in all, just makes everyone happier. So the UK, take notes.
So I moved to England in 2019 and I still to this day get, oh my god, Rhiannon, why would you ever leave Australia? I want to go there. Like, Australia's amazing. Like, bitch, moving to Australia is not going to solve all your problems. At the end of the day, it is just another country on this earth. Like, in my opinion, honestly, Australia sucks. England is better. Like, for starters, Australia is just, like, so far behind. Like, the buildings, like, the fashion, everything there just feels like it was 10 years ago. Like, there's no actual real industry in there if you don't want to work in, like, a coffee shop or a mine. Like, there's just nothing going on. And, like, that heavily ties in with, like, the music and festival industry. Like, the festivals there are pretty shit. Like, there'll be, like, 2 or 3 international headliners and then the rest are Australian. And not to say, like, oh my god, Australian artists suck. It's not that. But, like, it's very much, like, Australianized. Like, the whole country, because it's so far away. Everything that is, like, Australian, like, it's not very multicultural at all. Like, in London, I can go to a rave literally on a Wednesday and see one of my favourite DJs, whereas in Australia, they would come, like, maybe once a year, and, like, there's just no festivals or anything going on. And honestly, I just think the whole country is kind of fucking boring. Like, there's only so many times you can go to the beach and, like, swim in the pool. Like, yeah, it's fun. Like, I like doing it on holiday, and that's why I go on holiday to hot places, but, like, all the time being hot and just being on the beach, like, it's just, it loses its sparkle. Like, the one thing I love about England in summer is, like, everyone gets so excited when there's a hot day. And, like, you know, every single one of your friends are going to be out of, like, a pub or doing something. Whereas in Australia, it's just, like, the novelty wears off. Like, oh, another 40-degree day. Wow. So, like, all in all, Australia is good. But, like, it's not this, like, amazing, great, fantastic place. Like, it's just a place. It's just a country.
Either the UK or Australia, I mean, both are beautiful countries, right? Hey, beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. So all credit goes to the creators in this video. So guys, in today's video, when people from the UK move to Australia, sometimes they might expect it to feel the same. I mean, they both speak English, right? But with different accents. So many people that have gone to the UK are living in Australia or moved from Australia to the UK. The culture shock is real. For many of them is the weather. For some of them is the food, right? Some of them it's driving. I mean, Australia is huge and driving for hours is normal. But while in the UK, you can cross the whole country in the same time, guys. And there are so many confusing words in both countries. And some of them say the social life is another shock, that the Brits are often polite and reserved, and Australians are more direct, you know, casual and putting humor. They talk about work life, they talk about work balance. Guys, both countries are absolutely beautiful. And whichever side of the world you find yourself, I mean, you can make deal with whatever you have depending on why you are there. Let's see what these other creators have to say.
UK to Australia 7 months ago, and this is what I miss and what I love. We're taking it seriously, so we've got the notepad. So I'm going to start off with what I love. Everyone gets up so much earlier. Like in the UK, it is actually really tough getting up early. I used to get up at 4 AM for my old job, and there would be like foxes, pitch black. It was quite low-key, quite scary. Here, everyone's up, they're going for their little beach walks. Like, you want to wake up earlier. Money goes further. When I say that, like, it is still very expensive here. I feel like when people say, oh, Australia's so expensive, in comparison to London, I don't really think there's much of a difference, to be honest. Like, I actually think some things are cheaper, a few things are a bit more expensive. Like, I feel like getting your hair done in Australia is really, really expensive, but then like petrol is cheaper. Also, like, we live right by the beach, and for what we're paying, you would not be able to get that in London. Obviously, in London you don't have a beach, but you know what I mean, you'll be living in like a box for probably over £1,000. Leading on from that is work benefits. So you get paid extra on a Saturday, you get paid extra on a Sunday, and you get paid extra on a bank holiday. Now, you get that in the UK, but I never was blessed to get that. I've always been working Saturdays, Sundays, bank holidays, and I've never been paid extra for it. So it's definitely a bonus for sure. Like, it's much more safer. Obviously, this could just be the area that we live in. I'm talking about the Gold Coast specifically. The area that we live in is very safe. Like, late at night, sometimes when it's dark, and I've always felt super safe. There's not actually been once I've been like, oh, I'm feeling a little bit scared right now. Another good one is people are very chatty over here. Australians are friendly. UK, if you're walking on the street and someone says hi to you, you'll be like, sorry, what? Are you speaking to me? Whereas over here, you'll be just on your little hot girl walk, and someone will be like, hi, good morning. And you're like, oh, good morning. It just puts you in a good mood, you know. Everyone looks phenomenal here. People look great. One constantly wanting to be the best version of myself. I'm like, God, I can't be stuck in here. Like, everyone looks friggin' unreal. I need to be looking unreal as well. Clothes are very, very nice. The clothes are nice. I'm gonna go on to the negative things now. The things I do not like. Probably the most important one. Why is there no Vinted? Vinted was my side hustle back home. I loved Vinted. I would literally go out every day to be sending my parcels. They don't have it here. Water here is so hard. I've really, really suffered with my skin. Same with my boyfriend as well. Like, his skin is just like doing bits. So it's like, it definitely takes a bit of adjustment, like the humidity, like all of that. So prepare yourself, you might get bad skin, but you know, it will adjust. I'm doing things to make it better. The thing is, I feel like you do need a car. You definitely can survive without one. Like, I personally don't have a car. I've just been using my boyfriend's because he's injured. But yeah, you do kind of need a car. Like, some places will be like a 5-minute drive away, but an hour walk away, and you have to like go on the highway or something. So I feel like, yeah, you kind of do need a car. Once again, this is in the Gold Coast specifically. Can survive without one, but I think it is beneficial if you do have a car, which obviously is expensive if you move in here. Strange one, but you have to wait so long at the crossing, and for someone that's sometimes a little bit late, which is me, I've been like waiting there for a good 5 minutes thinking, please hurry up, I do miss M&S, Waitrose, Tesco. I do kind of miss that a little bit. Postage takes a long time. Australia is huge. You have to think, Australia is massive, and obviously when you're in London, you're closer to things are going to be more accessible. But we're in Australia, so I think there's probably more positives than negatives.
Something I love about Australians is how much they love and respect their country, and it's exactly the way it should be anyway. But what I mean in this case is just litter. For example, I've just come on a walk on the track at the back of my gym as my first client of the day cancelled, and it just got me thinking, just having a walk along, you just don't really see much litter at all. Now, I've been here a long time and I've never really paid too much attention to that, I don't think, but yeah, generally speaking, you just don't see any, especially where I live. And if this was in the UK, all along here, you'd have crisp packets, you'd have cans, you'd have empty bottles, you'd have a bit of everything. Also love how people just say hello to one another. Random lady rides by, and we just smile, give a little wave. It's beautiful, exactly the way it should be. Wonderful.
Why is Australia better than England?
Culture, simple as that.
What culture have you got here?
We just got a good culture, good vibes. Everyone gets
What culture?
around it.
Tell me what culture you've got.
Well, we're at the races. Everyone gets around it. Everyone.
We've got races. What other culture you got that we haven't got?
Well, we've got Aussie culture. Everyone's saying we got surfing, surf life saving. That's pretty good culture.
We got surfing down in Cornwall. Come on.
Surfing's very different here. Surf life saving, good culture.
She's sticking to her guns. Bosh. Well, tell me why Australia's better than England.
The women, beaches, it's just better, man.
Have you been to Cornwall?
My roommate's from Cornwall.
Beaches in Cornwall are the best.
That's true. He tells
But the women, I'll give you that. Bosh.
Bosh.
Why is Australia better than England?
The women. That's it. The women.
He's gone for the same question. He knows it's a winner.
We can drink them under the table all day, every day.
Fighting talk. I like his answer though. Bosh.
Well done, lads.
Most days I get asked why I live in Australia. I'm British, for any of you wondering. I do split my time between the two, but Australia is my favourite place. I came here 5 years ago, just backpacking one way, and I was like, wow. I've got family in the UK, friends in the UK, the majority of my followers are in the UK, but to me, I have a happier life here. We're all very different when it comes to values and what we want out of life and what we find important. The sky is blue here a lot more. I live near the sea, which I never did until I was 28, which I find very therapeutic. I like swimming in the sea, even for 30 seconds a day. The coffee here is better. People are more active, probably because it's like a 9-month summer. But although I enjoy my lifestyle in the UK and in Australia, I have to look at other things. I drink alcohol a lot less in Australia. I do drugs a lot less in Australia. For the majority of my life, I'd get absolutely fucking wasted at weekends. And at the time, I thought it was very normal. But now I'm a little bit older, I realise I wasn't really enjoying my week. I was just using it as a build-up to let loose at the weekend. Then I came to Australia and I kind of enjoyed my week so much I didn't need to escape from it at the weekend. If you look at the most intelligent people, it's not even that they're that smart, it's that they make judgments based not on the short term but the long term. People that are fit and healthy and eat vegetables. Short term, you'd be in a bit better shape. Long term, you probably live a much healthier life. People that run businesses or built successful social media channels. Short term, no recognition or income from it for 3-4 years. Long term, you can work online. And ultimately, I think a lot of young people need to really appreciate and understand and ask themselves, am I going out and getting fucked up at the weekends because it's normal, or am I doing it to escape a mundane lifestyle? Because if you don't fulfill your values and get things that are personally rewarding to you during the week, you will look to escape it at weekends. So to answer your question, why do I live in Australia? Because I like my life here more. There's a lot of people post-pandemic, they're like, oh my God, do I go travelling? Do I buy a house? Do I spend my money and see the world? There's an old saying, I can't remember what it is, a bit cheesy. The world is a book, and to not travel is only to read one page. If you go see the world, you'll probably find somewhere you like more than where you live now. And if you don't, you can always go back to where you are now, and you'll see it through a new set of eyes. Hopefully that clears things up. Have a good day.
Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you live in the UK? My Australian audience, let me know how life is over there. And moving between the UK and Australia can come with surprises. I mean, it's just the normal thing when you move between countries, but those differences are part of the adventures, right? By adjusting to the sunlight, the outdoor, to learning new ways people communicate, you know, and it's normal for it to come with small shocks and adaptability. But over time, right, you learn to know the differences, you learn to know how it can be interesting and fun for you. I mean, both countries are beautiful with their different lifestyles, and in the end, I believe, like I always say, variety is the spice of life. Culture shocks are not obstacles. See it as something you want to conquer. They are opportunities, and I believe that they just remind us that life is richer when we step out of our comfort zone, right? When we embrace opportunities and when we discover that each place is beautiful and we utilize whatever is there that life has to give. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you live in the UK? Do you live in Australia? Have you been to the two places? What are the culture shocks you experienced? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Mental health is important. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.